Hi everyone, Peter Liciaga on Skype once again with my sister Mary. She's out in California, and her profession actually is working with parents of at-risk youth, and she's done an incredible job. She's a great contributor to this project, and so I just wanted to reintroduce her to you. And Mary, how you doing? How's it going on in California?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's another day in paradise.
Well, you know, in the middle of the states, they're having that snowstorm, right?
Oh, yes, I know. We've got beautiful weather here. It's sunny and it's been like in the 70s here. We're really blessed out here in California.
Yeah, same with us in New York. We've got sun here. It's a little bit warmer than normal, but we've got sun, and I'm sure it's not as warm as it is in California. But thank you so much for working with me on this project. It's really created a lot of response around today. I wanted to talk about really working with youth, and a great tip, and I think a good starting tip is about building a great and trusting relationship, and I want to really talk about that, spend a couple of minutes about that, and the value of building a relationship with someone that's really going through challenges with their youth, their teen, and how young would a child be? Let's say a parent would come to you. What's the youngest that you've had with someone that's at risk?
5. 5 years old, yes.
Yeah, that's been my experience also. It's youngest has been 4 to 5 years old with children that would have behaviors of someone that would be at risk.
Right.
And
yes.
so let's talk about the importance of building relationships first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's super important. That's the most important thing, because if you don't build the relationship, then you're not going to really be able to go forward with it. And the way I'm able to build relationships with the families that I work with is, I'll engage families by maybe going out for lunch or coffee and just making it a really casual thing, and then we kind of build from that starting point. I don't start by, asking them personal questions or, trying to, get any kind of information from them. I just start off really casual. That's the way I like to work with families. I don't want to go in and, go right to the elephant. I do, pretty quickly, but I like to start off really casual so I don't scare people away, because I have a strong personality. I can be intimidating. And so, I got to check myself and, feel them out and just be really calm. Does that make sense?
That makes first of all, you need to know who you are personally. Like,
right.
I need to know my character. I need to know what kind of person I am, because I'm also a very strong character. And I like the fact that you say you check yourself. And I talk about this a lot to teachers, that you always got to check yourself and be aware of who you are. Do you recommend in private or public settings, or a combination of the?
It kind of depends on the person that I'm working with,
right?
And what their comfortability is with being in public, or if they're more private, so I respect their boundaries. So that's really key, is to know, kind of get a feel for, it takes a long time to get to know somebody, but I get an intuition about what might be, a way for me to, connect with the parents and the families that I work with.
What is a reasonable amount of time that one should give to building that relationship?
Where I work, it's, we have like 30 days engagement, that's what it is. Get all this information within 30 days. And, so it's like, it's a lot of pressure, so I have to do a lot of one-on-one weekly with families, to be able to do that, and it's possible. But sometimes the families work, and their schedules don't allow for them to be able to meet with me once a month. And I get creative. Sometimes I have to do, one-on-ones through emails or phone calls. Sometimes, the families just, don't want help, and so that's another barrier, so depending on the program that I work for, it's voluntary. However, it can be court-ordered voluntary. And those cases can be really challenging.
Yeah, it's important that I think that I think everyone, at the end of the day, has good intentions, and they want to overcome the challenge as quick as possible. That's our intention, is to really resolve this as soon as possible and get back on track to a positive and productive life. But in reality, it's from my experience, and you let me know what your experience is. In reality, it's going to take as long as it takes.
Oh, yeah, it's going to take as long as it takes. That goes back to, I mentioned before, like not having a magic wand. I wish I did. You know, I don't have a magic wand, and I remind families letting me know the struggles that they're having with their youth. You know, I listen to them, you know, and I kind of mirror back what they're saying, you know, and I offer some suggestions. Maybe I've had experience of my own with my own, you know, and I'll share what I did, you know, in a similar situation.
One of the first things that I'll always recommend to any teacher, anyone working with anyone that's in a situation, a challenging situation, you've got to establish the trust factor. You've got to establish the relationship of trust, and it's such a delicate balance and maintaining that level of trust. It takes so long to build trust, and it takes a second to destroy it.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true.
To let them know that you're right there with them, not only because you care about them, but because you relate. And I trust them, even though I don't like this experience, but I know that I could trust they're going to be there with me. Just want to thank you for doing these series. Every time we do this, other ideas come up in the future videos, and I know this is probably going to be an ongoing project.